how's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have the Phoenix Within, I believe, and he can say his name and what he does in the band.
My name is Omar. I'm the singer-songwriter for The Phoenix Within.
Awesome. First question, Omar. I ask this every band. How did you start out the Phoenix Within, and how did you get your members?
I started The Phoenix Within in 2012.
Okay.
Had a bunch of songs. I'd been in a bunch of bands. This was the first project that I actually got to put together and record my own songs from beginning to end. So that was a lot of fun. This particular lineup that I have now, I met through a coworker.
Oh, cool.
Who one day saw me carrying a guitar, to work, and was like, "Oh, my son plays the bass." So I met Nick through Jim, and then Nick has two brothers. So Nick is a bassist, and then his two brothers, John is a guitarist, sick guitarist, and then I have James the drummer. So three brothers. I got a 3-for-1 deal.
You got the family.
I got the family. Yeah.
The family discount. They were like,
So
you know what? You get one, you get two extra members.
Oh yeah, and it's like every week they want to maybe we should be called Omar and the Gnarly Brothers. And I was like, no.
So I guess how was that? Like I guess like he just had come up to you and said like, hey, I know you, like, obviously you play guitar, you're doing the singing, that sort of stuff. Or maybe he didn't know you were singing, maybe he just thought you were playing guitar. Like, what was kind of like the first like interaction where he was like, hey, this is my son, he plays bass, and like our other two sons, they also play instruments as well. Like how was that first like interaction? Because it must have been, this is a first for me. I've never heard this, so this is kind of awesome for me to kind of ask.
So I work in a college. I work at York College in Jamaica, Queens. Shout out. And Jim, he's a painter on the campus. So he does all the painting and stuff. And he's always got a little radio box with him. He's always playing classic rock tunes whenever he's at, doing his thing. And so I could tell he was an avid music listener.
Yeah, of course.
I could tell he was definitely into rock music. So when he did see me with the guitar, it just quickly spiraled into, oh, my boys play, we have we converted the garage, the studio thing going on. And it just clicked one thing into another. So I dropped, at the time I had just released the Whispers album, which was a fully acoustic album. So I just hit him with the link, and then I sent him some YouTube links for the videos, and he was just like, you gotta meet Nick. Like Nick is just sitting around doing nothing. And it just spiraled.
That's super cool. And like I always feel like for me, like as having artists on and having like people on, it's always cool to see like how people start out and like how it happens. And it's cool how like music brings people together, like people, unlikely people that you would be like, if you like met a kid on like outside, like on the street, you'd be like, I don't know. But now, like, since you like know someone, like their dad's just like, oh my God, like we love music. Like we gotta get something work. Yeah.
It's that love for the music too, like his kids were playing since they were,
little kids. Yeah.
Like, since little kids, and their skill, it shows, I'm like a mediocre guitar.
Give yourself some more credit, Omar. Come on.
No, none of this.
But that's very awesome though. Like, you never, like I always say that when I have like bands on and they have like a unique story, I'm like, you just never know. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who they're in contact with. Like you never know who's gonna be a part of like your musical journey. So it's always cool to hear that.
It's true, and I tell them all the time. I just feel lucky, like how it just clicked. Actually, we released a song this month called "Daddy Issues," and that's the first song that all of us wrote together
collectively
in the same room. Yeah, and it was just like, here's a riff, and whoop, it just went with it, and it was just, it's a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad that everything flew naturally and everything was going well. So best of luck, obviously, future tense. But the next thing is, I don't know if you guys have played any shows yet, but what are some favorite venues you guys like to play at or catch a show at in your free time?
Have you watched the news lately? No.
Yeah, I mean not. I mean like now, currently. I know what's going on now.
So let me
prior to that.
Open the window.
Yeah.
No. So we had a few shows that were lined up, and unfortunately, they had to be canceled.
Of course,
One of them was South by Southwest. We were supposed to be a featured artist this year. So,
Oh
you know,
man.
it's really nice when you read the whole thing and it's like, this festival's been going on for 34 years. And then the Phoenix gets on and it's, you know, and
And
they're
it's
like,
like,
yeah, we're going to shut it down.
oh man. I don't think it's for
But no,
that reason, but yeah.
but we did have some fun before the years. When 2020 started, we started pretty strong and we had a list of shows lined up. But we went to DC, we went to Maryland, we were in Jersey, we were in DC, Baltimore. So we did get around, and of course, you know, New York, our own city here. Um, so we did get to play some shows. We did get
Nice.
to bounce around, but you know,
Obviously. The
yeah.
pandemic, yeah. We
You
didn't
know,
want
one
to
of
talk
those
about
things.
it, but just
Yeah,
because, like, you know, everybody
one
wants
of
to
those
remain
things, you
positive
know.
in this situation, but I get it.
Positive.
You want to try.
COVID. COVID
uh,
positive.
but what was the place you played in Jersey, if you don't mind me asking? Because obviously I reside in New Jersey, so I was curious
Oh no
where you got.
way! I didn't know
Yes,
that.
yes.
What? Megan tells me nothing.
Yeah, I know. I reside in Jersey, so I'm not gonna tell where because you know I don't need people heckling me. I'm gonna get a knock on the door. Um,
Tell me. No, I'm just
why are
kidding.
you recording?
Just
Maybe
tell us
after the
something.
fact. Yeah, after later. But no, I'm curious. Where did you guys play in New Jersey? Because
Dingbats in
oh
Clifton.
wow, so you play in Clifton? Okay, you played
Yeah,
up
so
north.
Dingbats in Clifton, and then we also did a little online radio show out in Town, Rock On Radio. So we just did an acoustic
Oh
set.
wow, okay, I know where Hightstown
Acoustic
is.
set
Yeah,
there, yeah. So we went to the historic town of Hightstown.
Hightstown. Yeah,
Yeah, did a little acoustic set there just for an online radio station. And then Clifton, yeah, I think that's.
awesome. Well,
But I was born in Patterson, by the way.
oh, there you go. Well, awesome. That's very cool. Because I live in like southern New Jersey, like closer to Philadelphia. So
Oh, nice.
I was just curious on where you guys played at. Obviously, I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
you'll
I've been
got
out there. I've been by Camden. I've played in Philadelphia many times.
yeah. Philadelphia is a
Uh,
great city.
yeah,
So
Camden, Passaic, Patterson, Clifton. Uh, man, yeah, I get around.
there you
I get
go.
around, buddy.
That's good. That's what you want. That's what you want to hear when you have when you have people on. You want to know that they're going out to these things. But hopefully you'll be playing like Asbury or
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah, I know.
I
I'm sure
know.
everybody's eager right now. They're like,
Oh,
let me
I know. It's
out.
like, let me out the window. Everybody's like crawling out the window, you know? It's like been decently nice out here in like, obviously, you know, because you live, you know, in
Yes.
Brooklyn area, like New York area, you know how nice it's been. So it's been kind of frustrating to know that you can't go out and go enjoy
Oh, I
stuff.
go.
Oh, I know. You just do
Oh,
it.
I go.
Just do. You just do. That's awesome. Well, there we go. Next question, Omar. Obviously, before all of the coronavirus happened, what was the last show that you attended that you didn't play?
Oh, that's easy. I went to go see. So I have a friend who plays in a cover band, and it was actually a venue in Brooklyn. What is the name of this place? It's actually a place I'd never been to, but it was a metal bar. It was actually pretty cool. They even had strippers. Like I was like, what? What? Where is this place? I've never been here before. And it was really nice. So I can't, for the life of me, they're a cover band, but I'll tell you their exact name because I have it on my Facebook, I think.
There we go. There we go. Well, I will say, well, as you're looking that up, the last Brooklyn show, and the only Brooklyn show that I think I've been to was I went to Gold Sounds in
Oh,
New York,
nice.
and that is such a fantastic venue in Brooklyn. I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm going to be there in May.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Vinny from I Am the Avalanche.
Yes.
They're playing there.
Fantastic man.
Yeah. So we're gonna be there for that one. We're the opener.
Awesome. I'll
Yeah,
have to hopefully, fingers crossed, something does not happen.
Yes.
But because
It's
you know
in May. We'll see.
we'll see what happens. But that's awesome. Congrats. But yeah, no, I love Gold Sounds, and I'm hoping to try to find some like more venues in New York. Hopefully, when it gets a little bit better out there. So
For sure.
but
The Kingsland is another one that pretty
Yes.
much like yeah.
heard a lot of
let's
good
see,
things about it.
Hopefully they'll survive the pandemic. You know, because
Yeah.
things are crazy.
Yes. But did you happen to find the venue, Omar?
So the band was called DMA.
Okay, cool, awesome.
D like David, M like Mary, like Apple, and this place is called Lucky 13 Saloon Lucky
Ooh.
13.
There you go.
Strippers. That's all I got to say.
That's it. That's all you need to say.
That's all. That's all. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Booty
It's
shaking. What more do you need in life? Come on.
There we go. Awesome. Obviously, the next question, Omar, I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't ask it. But I guess now we could talk who's the influences, who you guys draw from.
Yeah, so John's he listens to a lot of metal. He's very technical guitarist, but they all listen to classic rock. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Collectively, they definitely listen to Gojira, Tool, Lamb of God.
Oof.
Yeah. Nick is into like Audio Slave, Soundgarden, Pearl
nice.
Jam.
Yeah.
Like more the grunginess.
The grungy classics.
Yeah, Nirvana. Yeah. And James, he's a little more diverse. He listens to like hip hop and still the classic. He's a big classic rock guy for sure, and old school hip hop rap.
Oh,
like he likes that stuff. Yeah. So me, I'm definitely into rap, hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
I love all that stuff. But I'm Latino, man. I gotta have my salsa. I gotta have my bachata. I gotta get down.
You got it.
I like my funk. I like my '90s. I like radio stuff. But I still listen to, like, of course, like, I guess what you would call the emo sound. Taking Back Sunday, Dashboard Confessional, Coheed and Cambria, Polar Bear Club, Hidden in Plain View, stuff like that. I Am the Avalanche.
Yeah. You had, like, and it's cool. You guys are so, like, diverse. Like, that was the one thing that, like, Megan, shouts to Megan, she was like, she had told me, she was just like, this band has like a lot of different influences, like anything from like emo stuff to like rap, hip hop, that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I love when bands have like a really diverse pool to like pull from, because I think it makes like the music more interesting and just like makes the band more interesting for me to have on and like talk about different things. So like, I guess like, what are some of the like hip hop and like rap acts that inspired you, or like, musically and stuff like that? Because I'm curious, because obviously I know you guys pull a lot from like classic rock, but some of the stuff, like when you were just mentioning now, like the hip hop and rap, that kind of struck me, because I'm like, that's a territory like that I'm like kind of familiar with, but I'm like curious to delve into a little bit more. So
I'm gonna tell you right now, I love storytelling. So for me, that's an important factor in like, in, like songs. So if I had like I listen to, of course, Biggie, Tupac, of course.
Yeah.
I'll listen to Kendrick Lamar. I listen to Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas. Yeah, he's great.
That guy is such a good storyteller. he's definitely still like, I feel like finding his own sound, but like he's got such great skill. Eminem, of course, is like up there for me.
Top tier. Yeah.
Just because, dude, it's like. It's a special skill set, the double entendres, triple entendres. Before that whole thing, Fat Joe was okay.
True. Okay. Can feel that.
Previous to Kanye West getting crazy and shit,
yeah,
like, he was pretty fucking dope too. Musically, I thought he was like really gifted. Just his whole flow was like, just chill, laid back, which I thoroughly enjoy, just because he does a lot of wordplay. And I really enjoy that. Who else we got here? We got oh man, DMX, of course. If you're at the gym,
yeah, true.
If you're at the gym and just feeling angry with the world, that's what I'm gonna listen to. Lil Wayne, if I want to feel saucy.
Yeah, you're right.
But this pretty much the range. But I'll listen. Like when it comes to music, like I'm just one of those guys. I'll listen to anything.
Yeah, same.
If it sounds good, I gotta give it a chance. Again, I'm very lyric heavy, so if the lyrics off the bat don't get me, I'll give you another chance. But at that point, you come down the list,
Yeah, sure.
and I'll get back to you. But the first thing I really listen to, beats are great, beats are awesome, is the lyrics. I need to know what you're talking about. I need to know what what you're heavy on. Is it like, I'm from Queens, like I'm from New York City. Like I'm like, does it sound fake?
You're hard.
Is it too whack? Like you're
hard.
I'm so picky. Like but it matters to me. Like like when people ride in my car, dude. Like my playlist is on
it's
shuffle,
all ever changing.
on everything. So they're just like, It's gonna land on whatever. It could be a Bollywood song. It could be a hip hop song. It could be K-pop. It could be anything. But
Yeah.
like they're gonna be like, "Yo, this sounds pretty good. What is
Yeah.
this? I never heard of it." You know, and that to me, I feel good when that happens. You know,
Do you feel
just
like
gotta be open-minded.
do you feel like it translates to like how you write and stuff, like with lyricism? Do you feel like even not just like the hip hop and like rap mentality, but do you feel like the heavy focus on lyricism is something that like you as a writer and like, you know, a lyricist and like a musician, do you feel like that's something that you want people to take away from your music, like when you're listening to it, when people are listening to it? Like if I was to listen to it or somebody else was to listen to it, they're like, this guy is a great lyricist, and like the music backs that up in such a great way too.
Nothing would make me happier. Like I totally live for that. For a while, when I originally started the Phoenix Within, I had a full band, 4 guys and everything, but it was extremely loud, and you know, and then life stuff happened. You know,
Sure.
one went to law school, one went to ran a golf course, like so many things. Life happened.
Yeah,
know,
sure,
so
yeah.
kids, marriage, all that stuff. And during that time, I took the moniker and I went out into the world and I just played, you know, anywhere between like maybe like 15 different states in a year. And I just took the songs and went. But like something that I really did enjoy during that time and made me even push myself further with the songwriting
Yeah.
was that people would stop and actually be able to listen to the words and analyze it and be
Yeah.
like, wow, did you really just sing about that? You know, and I'm just like, yeah, I totally did. Like that's how it's going down, you know. And that just like drove me. Like I would love nothing more than for people to say, wow, those lyrics, like I know I know that I can play any new song for them, and I'm gonna be impressed by what they got to say. You know?
Yeah.
And I think as a writer, like that to me is like that's the goal, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the goal.
Well, I will let you know because I'll have to go check it out. I'll have to give you that. I'll have to shoot you an email and tell you how I really feel about certain songs, so you know where I'm at. You know how I feel
Nothing
about it.
would make me happier.
There we go. Well, the next thing, Omar, I feel like you kind of already talked about it a little bit, but like, who have you been spinning lately? What's on your Spotify? What have you been jamming to recently?
So right now I've been listening to J Balvin. He just
Yes.
dropped a new album, Colors. Right, so Morado is a really good song. I've been listening to Joyner Lucas because he just dropped a new one,
Yes.
called Lotto. So that was good. Dojo Cat.
Yes, yeah.
Bad Bunny's new album. I don't even know how to say it. It's just a bunch of fucking letters. Body Count.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
album-
yeah. Nice.
The
Ice-T.
album Carnivore. Yeah,
Ooh.
dude.
Oh,
Yes!
I know who Body Count is, and I know I obviously know who Ice-T is, but
And then I've been listening to, and then I went a little, again, like the emo stuff. Midtown. I don't know. There's a band from like back in the day.
Midtown, yeah.
And Homegrown. Don't
Ooh,
ask me
nice.
why, but that's what I've been listening to. And then again, back to I'm literally looking at my recent iTunes
There you
player.
go.
Okay. I have the Beatles, Abbey Road, and I have the last one here is Residente. So Residente is he has a group called Calle 13. Them you might have heard of. Like this guy's won over like 15 Grammys.
Sure, yeah.
Phenomenal lyricist. He's like the Spanish Eminem.
That's some high praise.
That's some high praise.
That is some high praise.
He's on that top tier.
There we go. I'll have to go give him a listen because if you're saying he's a Spanish Eminem, then
You're gonna love him. Like
Oof.
it's there. So his original group Calle 13 is like him, the lyricist, and then his 2 siblings, a brother and a sister, and one guy just makes the beats and the music, but
Sure.
they will take it from Spanish rhythms to Chinese music to like Indian music. Like they just combine it and then just drop some like big beats on it, like big drum beats, and it's good to go. You're like, wow, this is nice.
I'm gonna have to check.
It's a nice blend.
I'm gonna have to check that out, and then I'll shoot you in the same email. I'll let you know how I feel about that. I'm gonna have such a. You're gonna get such a long email. It's gonna be nuts.
Lay it on me.
But the next question, Omar, another fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
You know what? Right now, it would be Dave Matthews' "Gravedigger."
Ooh, not to preface how we all feel, probably, but
No, Dave Matthews. These guys love Dave Matthews, and the one song like that. I don't know, like before this whole thing went down, we were in Texas and we played. What was it in Texas? Yeah, yeah. Since the Texas trip, we've been like blasting Dave Matthews and whatnot, and then we ended up when we were playing in Maryland and DC that weekend. They covered one of the guys playing covered the Dave Matthews songs
Ooh.
like three back to back, and his own style was like John Mayer meets Dave Matthews.
Ooh.
So it was just like we just like play Grave Digger. But yeah, so we fiddled around doing like a drop C heavy version
Ooh, wow.
of
Okay.
Grave Digger just to fuck around. But maybe we'll see. I don't know. I really, as much as I am a music lover, I don't really like to cover songs just because
Sure.
I feel like I'd be fucking it up.
Stepping
It's such
over,
a good song. I don't want to fuck it up.
stepping on the ground. I got you. You know, you don't. I feel that. I feel that. I always
But
like.
if I did, it'd be that.
There we go. I mean, I always like asking it because I feel like if you're a band, like I feel like even if you don't want to, like you want to have it out there just in case. You want to have it in the back pocket. Like if somebody doesn't know who you are and they like at least know that song, like I feel like if you can put it in your own way, in your own terms of language, you know what I mean? Like I can respect that. Like as much as maybe I don't like it either because I like hearing the original music and I might be in the minority of that. But like
That's me. Go.
But
That's me.
that's it. You know what I mean? I feel like when a band can, but I also feel like when a band can translate a song that I am familiar with and write it in how they would write it, I think that's such a great feeling. So, if you have any suggestions for the Phoenix Within, drop them below in the comments. Maybe they'll wind up doing it. So, but the next question, Omar, another fun one. I know you are from a big food city. So, what is your favorite food to eat?
Oh my, dude, that's okay. Well, I can already hear the guys talking shit right now. So I'm a vegetarian.
Nice, that's good though.
So that's that would probably be a little annoying for some people. So when you hear my things, I gotta go for pizza. Number one. I don't care what anybody says. Pizza. After that, I like anything like a good old fashioned arroz con habichuela y maduros.
I don't even know what the hell that is, but I know
Rice,
it's probably
beans,
good.
Plantain. Rice, beans, plantain. And then of course like anything like a tiki masala with like chana or chickpeas, that kicking the taste buds a little.
Yeah, a little flavor, Yeah. I got you.
Because it's like Queens is like we got everything, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like we got you just walk up. I have a friend who's like staying, over my house now, and he's been living in Connecticut for the past like 5-6 years, and he's like came back and he's like, oh my god, I'm in heaven. Like,
there's so much food everywhere.
So many choices,
Yeah.
So many choices over there. It's like you may have the choices, but it's going to be a hefty Uber Eats bill.
Yeah. When there's like when you're in Queens, then there's like 50 different restaurants in like a mile range. Yeah.
Exactly, dude, and that's phenomenal. I love the city. That's
there
the
we
one thing
go.
I do love here.
Well, plantains and some rice and beans, man. That's a classic. As tried and true classic. Love it. Next question, Omar. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest feature on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with, who would it be? Shoot for those stars, baby. Come on, Omar. Give me the deets.
I would love to work with oh my god, his fucking name is slipping my brain. But there's a few lead singers I would love to work with.
Okay. Feeling it.
One of them, of course, would be this Third Eye Blind.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that band.
He's great.
He's just so weird. I love it. Like, so, and just like, like he, for a rocker, he kind of spits a little,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like I thoroughly enjoyed Third Eye Blind. They're a big thing for me. The singer from The Killers, Brandon Flowers. Ooh. I don't know why, man. Like, he just gets me every time.
He's great, yeah.
I really, really enjoyed him. Of course, Eminem. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I would just love to sit there and be like, let me just give you a chorus. You fucking demolish everything else. We can do this. But yeah, those are definitely my top 3 there. Yeah. Of course, like if I had a top 5, yeah, throw in Residente in there. Ooh. And maybe Claudio Sanchez from Coheed and Cambria. Ooh. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
There we go. There we go. Well, make sure to go tweet at all these people. Let's make it happen. Phoenix Within, new collabs coming, and maybe this year. Who knows? I
Let's
always
do it.
gotta shoot for the stars. You know, what I
From
mean?
bedroom to bedroom.
From bedroom to bedroom. There we go. There you go. You got it. Next question, Omar. Obviously, you sing, you play guitar, but if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
I'm currently trying to master the piano. I am
Ooh.
shit at the piano. Shit. Emoji shit.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I am actually taking some classes, and I'm
There we
got a
go.
music sheet in there, and just taking it one day at a time. But in the Whispers album, like I had written the intro part like with a piano, but it was just literally 3 chords the whole song. But it really opened the door for me where I kind of like just it's an instrument I've always enjoyed, and I've always I've always been told that's the one you should start with first.
Yeah,
actually.
I know. Yeah.
But I like doing things backwards.
I was the same way. Like when I was a kid, I grew up. I learned how to play piano. Didn't really like it. Took like many years off. Then I picked guitar up, and then now I'm like, oh, I should pick up piano now because now it's important. So I feel that that struck me to the core. So definitely a vibe with that. But the next question, Omar, my personal favorite because I love asking it because I'm a nerd. If you could be a video game character, who would you be? I feel like I was in the right house because you're wearing a Super Mario shirt, so I was like, that's how I knew.
This is because I'm a big comic book fan, man. So, and I don't really play like RPG games. I'll tell you straight up,
Sure.
because I just don't have the time. And
It's a time
I
sink.
like to do other things.
Yeah.
But I'm a big like fighting games.
Oh, I got you.
So like Marvel versus Capcom, Children of the Atom, Street Fighter versus Marvel, all that shit. I love games like that.
You can pick a comic book character. I feel like that's more in your lane. So.
I mean, comic book character Wolverine's my by far favorite. Like I have like I only have 2 things of comic books I collect. One is like the Uncanny X-Men from like the 90s, and the Wolverine comics from like first one in 1988. I have like all of them.
That's awesome.
All of them. Like I can collect them forever. So like Wolverine would definitely be my 2. And video game character though, I'm gonna that last Spider-Man game that came out for PS4?
Yeah.
The name is slipping me right now. But that game was pretty fire. Like so I'm gonna go with that one.
There we go. Awesome. Next question, Omar. Keeping it music related as per usual. If you were to compile a dream tour, who would be on the lineup?
Ooh.
Obviously, your band's on it. I feel like that's something I have to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That.
You're welcome.
You know what? Bands like The Used.
Ooh.
I would like to. That'd be fucking dope. The Used, of course, Third Eye Blind. That'd be great. What is this band that was supposed to play? Oh, Silverstein.
Ooh, nice.
Silverstein.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Silverstein. And they were supposed to go on tour with a band that is the I the Mighty.
Yes, it's I the Mighty.
Yes, I the Mighty. I'm a big fan of I the Mighty.
Oh, same.
Dude, they're so good, and you can hear their influences, but they still have that originality.
Oh,
and I really dig that, like the tones, the harmonies, his singing, the screaming. It's very well balanced. And I've seen them live, and they fucking do it, man.
Yeah, they do.
Like
100%.
I fucking love that. Like,
You're
I love
speaking
them when
my
they can
language.
deliver. You know what?
You're speaking my language because
yes,
you literally said my favorite band of all time is I the Mighty, and
and his favorite band of all time
is Coheed. Yeah. Oh, I know. I know the history, dude. It's funny because I was talking about it in a video I did recently, and I was just like, I love their band so much, but it's crazy how long I've been a fan of their music. Like, basically I found out about them on like Pure Volume. No one knew about them. They were just like this little like unsigned band from California that not too many people like knew about. And then last year I interviewed them, and I was just like,
What?
yeah, I was blown. Like I was saying this to one of my friends. I was just like, I got the email and I was just so starstruck. Like it was like obviously I've met them and I've talked with them before, but it's like a completely different thing when you're like interviewing with them and like talking with them about their music and stuff, and like how long I've been a fan. And so it was just kind of like, if I was to quit YouTube tomorrow, I would be happy. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
dude, that's awesome, man. No, that's awesome. I mean, I listened to them for a while, but I only heard of them after that Marvel show, Runaways.
yes, yeah.
Okay, so they had one of their songs on there, and I was like, "Who is
Is
this?"
this band?
And
They're
I
sick,
went
yeah.
down the rabbit hole. You know? And then I just kept listening to the album. I had like my own order for the songs. You know,
Sure,
I created
yeah.
a playlist. And I was like, "This is how I want to hear it.
This is how I want to hear it, yeah.
This is how I want to hear it." And then I went to go see Amberlin,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
opened up.
Yeah.
They were the
did.
surprise guests.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I walk in, to the venue, and then I look to the side and I see the merch table is just I the Mighty shit, and I'm like, get the fuck out.
You're like, no
They're
way.
Yeah. I was like, is this band playing tonight? They're like, they're the opener. I was like, what? And I went
you're
over
just
there,
like, I
and
came here for Amberlin, and you're like, and then you're like,
was-
and then you're,
dude, they did amazing. It was such a great show, and they really delivered. Like, it was
Yeah,
really good.
they
You
do.
know? Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then I saw
live
their Audio Tree live performance,
Oh.
and then the guy was talking about Coheed there.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can see why I like this band now.
Yeah, they have such a huge like Coheed influence, and I know that they toured with Coheed,
Yeah.
a while ago, and that was like how I already knew about Coheed, and I was just like a fan, but like I didn't know they were like such a big fan of Coheed, so
Yeah.
it was just a really cool experience because I enjoyed Coheed, in my younger years and stuff,
Yep.
and obviously I still enjoy them now, but like. I was like, oh my god, and the same thing. I was like, that's why I love this band, is because they have such a strong Coheed influence too. So
Yep.
it's awesome. But the next question, Omar, kind of the follow up, the live tour, all that sort of stuff. In your opinion, who puts on a great live performance?
I'm gonna have to give that to a Spanish person.
Ooh,
Romeo Santos.
okay.
So he's a bachata singer. He used to have another group, which was also a bachata group called Aventura, and he just puts on a rocking performance. I'm talking about suspension ropes coming into the crowd,
What?
giving out his fur coat that he's wearing on stage, like that's worth like a few $1,000s to like just a fan who's like, "Give us your coat, okay, here you go." and then after like a whole long set of like maybe like an hour with like guest appearances and everything, like the microphone goes down and the new microphone stand comes up with the Aventura logo, and he's like, "All right, now the band's coming on stage. We're doing another like." So I give it to him.
That is wild.
Yeah, I wasn't even there. My girlfriend told me about it, and I was like, "Why wasn't I there?
Why? Why did you get me tickets for this?" Oh my god, that is like anything any other band aspires to be, is just doing like crazy shit on stage.
I feel like we're in the era where like it's like we're minimalists. Like we have great bands. Even like when I went to go see Coheed and Cambria, like at MSG and stuff, like it's minimalist stuff. It's not like the rock and roll stuff like back in the day.
Fireworks,
none of that
flames,
stuff.
everything. Yeah.
So it's like we don't have that anymore. I can't, whatever. But talking about that, like I feel like even after this, like whatever this pandemic shit that's going on now, I feel it in my bones. Like something good is gonna come out of it. Either a new genre or a new way to communicate music wise, and I feel like rock needs it. Like like we need a revival because things are kind of boring. Like we can do more, guys.
Yeah, there you go. Omar's telling the people we gotta do more.
We can do more because it's like
But I also feel like for myself, like even when like Megan had asked me, and I was like, and I know that we have been trying to get something going, and it just happened to be that this works out. But I was like, she was like, "Oh well, like how are you dealing with things and stuff?" And I'm just like, you know what, taking it day by day. You never know what's gonna happen. Like I'm just trying to get as many interviews out there. I was like, bands want to do this shit. Like bands want to be out here to promote their stuff, even if they're stuck at home and can't do it. You know what I mean? Like music is still going to be there. I don't think music will ever disappear. I mean, obviously you want to try to support all the people, especially like, I think for me at least, I want to support the people that do crew stuff, people that are touring, that,
Yeah.
lost out on literally months or weeks
A
of
lot
money,
of
and
work.
that hurt,
Yep.
and that hurts, you know what I mean? And, I'm grateful that I work another job and that I'm able to do, stuff on the side to get me by. But, it hurts my soul to see people like go through this sort of stuff. And I also just feel like this is my time to get people out there to like
Yeah.
make sure like while you're stuck at home, do something fun. Like
Exactly.
hopefully
Dude,
you're
we're
having
hustlers.
hopefully you're having a fun experience, and like on here. And I hope that everybody else that comes on here, future tense, if hopefully we're out of it by the time this comes out. But like if it's still happening, like feel free to DM me, feel free to talk, like, because it's, I know we're all in this together, like we all are trying to make it happen. And it's a big community, so hopefully
Yeah, man.
we all stay strong and do it.
Yeah, no, you're the man, dude. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, we're all hustlers.
Yeah.
We gotta hustle. Something will come out of it. When we were out playing in Texas, like one of the things that we realized in that particular, when we were in Austin, is like everything revolved around South by for them.
Yeah.
And and while we talked about it, everywhere we were in a cab, that was the moment that they were looking for. It's a big revenue time for them.
Yeah, sure.
And when I heard the cancellation of it, my mind just rewound to those people.
Yeah.
Every single person we talked to that, they had like they had two jobs maybe, like the job that they do off season,
Yeah.
and the job that they do on season
While they're yeah.
while those festivals are happening. And it's just like the hit that those people must have taken.
Yeah.
And it's like, but we move on. Let's hope that good things come out of this, And I feel like it will slowly,
You don't
We'll bounce
stop
back.
you
It's
don't
what we
stop
do.
hustling. You still gotta get
Yeah.
that bread. So I
Yeah.
feel like people out there, if you're struggling, definitely feel free to reach out, because I know it's hard for a lot of people, but we can get through this. We can do this. Music
will.
industry is
And we
gonna be
will.
stronger. We're gonna have some really good times once all that happens. Shows are gonna be popping. People are gonna be out there, all that stuff. So go support your local artists, and do all that stuff. But to bring the mood up, we gotta have some more fun questions. Favorite TV show, favorite movie, Omar?
Oh, favorite TV show. Hmm. Duh.
You can give me like top
I'm
two
gonna go
if you're really
old
struggling.
school.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really struggling because. Yeah, I'm really struggling. No, I'm gonna go with old school. Let's throw Friends in there.
Oof. There you go.
Just throw Friends in there. How I Met Your Mother was okay, but it's like third tier somewhere.
Yeah,
over
that.
So, over there. Blackish is a pretty.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
really
one.
enjoy
Yeah.
Blackish. The Boondocks. It's just because it makes you sweat sometimes when
Yeah.
you watch it. It's like. And then what was the other one? What was the other
Movie,
question?
my
favorite
dude.
movie. Oh damn. Okay. Okay. It's you know what? Either Step Brothers
Oh, that's a good one.
or the other guys.
Oh yes, yes, yes! I love that movie. Oh my god, that's awesome.
I'm going with those. I'm into like I love sci-fi. Definitely
The
love
comedies,
sci-fi.
baby.
And comedies. I freaking
Oof.
love comedies. So comedies always get me.
Yeah.
I'll watch it like over and over again. Like I'm just if it's funny enough.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly sometimes.
You gotta let me fly. You gotta let me fly.
Oh.
Really? Another TLC reference?
Yeah. Don't go chasing waterfalls. It's like, do you even know what TLC is? Yeah. You have to know. Like, you have to know that these are TLC references. Oh man, that's awesome.
No, really, who is she?
Yeah. Next question, Omar. Another fun one. If you're trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one record you could bring with you, what would it be?
Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind.
Ooh.
The one
Right
that
out
has
the
Set in
gate.
Charm Life. That's the one, man. All 14 tracks, baby.
There we go. Wow. Straight
All
out the gate.
14
He knew
tracks.
it. Right out the cuff, he knew. He knew. Awesome. And then the last thing, Omar, the big thing, the big honcho, tell them about your band, where they can find you at on the social media, and obviously anything coming up in the next couple months.
So, the Phoenix Within. We're from Queens, New York. We just dropped a new single on Friday called Daddy Issues. Give it a listen. This Friday, I'm lying, dude. Okay, so the Friday before I dropped Daddy Issues, this Friday that just passed, I released a full album. It's
There you
14
go.
tracks. Yeah, it's 14
You might
tracks
want to talk about that.
and the album is called Established. And what happened was that in 2013, I released a full band album. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was happy with the songs, but not happy with the recording quality and the way it was mixed down. And I didn't know enough about music back then to really say anything. So fast forward 8 years or so. I went back, we remixed, we remastered, and we made it longer. And now we have a 14-track album there. And I just felt like the proper term. And when I released it originally, I just self-titled it The Phoenix Within. I went back, and after all this process, Robert Freeman from Audio Pilot Studio, who's also a singer in Hidden in Plain View, he remixed it, he remastered it, and it just sounds so freaking sweet, dude.
That's awesome.
And I could only think we got to call it Established. I feel like I'm established, even though we're sitting here at home in the pandemic. I'm like, after listening to it, I'm like, this feels good.
Just see us
so
right
now, yeah. So if you guys are out there, it's available on Spotify, on iTunes, on YouTube, all that stuff. I'm going to be popping out a lyric video every day from here on for one song for each track on the album. But the newest release right now for The Phoenix Within is Daddy Issues. And there's going to be a music video that's going to drop this week. And I'll email you the link.
There you go. Awesome. Well, go check out The Phoenix Within. I want to give a shout out again to Megan. Her and I have been working together for quite a while, and so she is very awesome, and I wanted to give her a shout. And I usually give people shouts, but I know she deserves it, so she works hard.
Yes, she does.
But go check out The Phoenix Within. I am very excited to check out the record and all that stuff going on, and to see if you truly are established, which I feel like you are after this interview. I feel like you're established. But go check them out. All of the links are in the description below for their music, where you can follow them on social media. Make sure to keep up to date with these guys, and if you live in New York, I hope that they will be playing shows soon. I'm sure they want to be playing shows soon, so they will let the people know when that happens. And if you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. Make sure to go tweet at Claudio Sanchez. Anybody else you can think of that we talked about in this interview, make sure to go just at them, because what are they doing? They're at home, probably not doing anything, so they're gonna have some
text
fun.
I the Mighty.
And you gotta text I the Mighty. Love those guys. Shouts to all of them. Much love to them, and thanks of course massively to Omar from The Phoenix Within for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Megan, for that.